Hello guys, welcome to Physics Hub. Today we are going to discuss the second part of our mathematical physics assignment. So in the first part I have shared with you 10 problems from dimension analysis and vector analysis. And today this is the second part. Here we'll be discussing about 10 problems from that particular assignments. The whole assignments can be found on our Telegram group. The Telegram group ID is Physics Hub 1. So you can go to our Telegram group and download the PDF format of that assignment. So before we start, let me just tell you this crash course, 60 days crash course for physical sciences. It is starting from 7th of April and it will be conducted in English and it will be conducted by three educators, Om Prakash sir, Anjali ma'am and me. So enroll for this course, and if you have not taken plus subscription, you can take an Academy Plus subscription using our referral code Physics Hub. Now let's start with the problems. The first problem is problem number 11. The linear integral or line integral a to b f dot dl, where f is given by this, y is given plus y into this along the semicircular path as shown in the figure below. So in this figure, you can see the point where from where you have to start. It is minus 1 0 and you have to end at b 1 0. So you can see this length is basically 1 unit. So the radius of this path is 1 unit. And by looking at the form of this function f, we can consider that here applying polar coordinate will be very suitable. So if you consider f equals to x equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta, then you see r is basically 1 here. So it will become cos theta and sin theta. And if you apply this here, you will get a simplified form of f. So f dot dl, this integrate portion f dot dl, and how can we take dl? Dl equals to dx x cap plus dy y cap. So from here you can find out dx dy as well, and dl is basically dx x cap plus dy y cap, and in this way you will get this answer b to be the correct option, because the integrand will come out to be 0 eventually. So option b will be the correct option. Let's quickly move forward to the next question, question number 12. The vector field xz I cap plus yj cap in cylindrical polar coordinates is. So to solve this problem, you have to know how you can transform coordinates from Cartesian coordinate to spherical polar coordinate. We have already uploaded a video on this YouTube channel only, how to do it. So those who are not knowing this, let me just tell you how we can do it. So here it is like this. You are given a vector in Cartesian coordinate ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and you have been asked to find out a vector in the cylindrical polar coordinate. So in cylindrical polar coordinate, you know ar r cap, okay, a phi cap plus az z cap. So you have to convert this in this way, az z cap. Okay. So to do this, we have to make a table, because you see, if you consider ax, the x component, it is basically the dot product between a, or if you consider ar, you already know ax, ay, az. It is given in this question. So you want to know ar. Ar basically a dot product between a and r cap. Similarly, a phi is a dot product between a and phi cap. Az is a dot product between a and z cap. Now when you are doing this, you will get three terms. So let's say I'm just showing you one, ax, okay, a dot r cap. So ax into, let's say we are calling it I cap, j cap, k cap, x cap लिख सकते हैं, x cap dot r cap plus ay into y cap dot r cap plus az into k cap or z cap dot r cap. So although you can express this ax, ay, az in terms of cylindrical polar coordinate, but it is difficult to express this x cap dot r cap, y cap dot r cap, z cap dot r cap. To do that, you can utilize this table: x equals to r cos phi, y equals to r sin phi, and z equals to z. And accordingly, you can make a table like this, where you write x cap, y cap, z cap, and here you write r cap, phi cap, z cap. So when you are calculating x cap dot r cap, means you are taking derivative with respect to r. So this will give you cos phi Y cap dot r cap similarly will give you sine phi, and this z cap means this will give you 0. This will give you minus sine phi. This will give you cos phi. This will give you 0, 0, 0, 1. In this way, you can get this value, and you can easily transform this Cartesian coordinate into cylindrical polar coordinate. And if you do this, you will get option D to be the correct option. Let's quickly move forward to the next question. The value of this integration r dot ds by r cube, where r is a Poisson vector and s is a closed surface enclosing the origin, is. Look, if this condition was not there, that if it were not enclosing the origin, then it could have been 0. Okay, but as it is enclosing the volume, here we have to consider that divergence of r upon r cube. This is a very special problem. This is given in Griffith's book. You can check it out. This, if it encloses the origin, this will give you 4 pi delta cube r. So in place of 4 pi delta cube r, you will put it and you will use your divergence theorem. Okay, you will use divergence theorem here, and you will end up getting option C to be the correct option. Question number 13 has option C. Question number 14, identify the correct statement for the following vectors A and B. A and B linear independent. How to calculate, how to consider linear independent? Let me just tell you. If you are given some vectors, so what will you do? You will just write the components column wise. Let's say for you have been given a vector a1 I cap plus a2 j cap. Next we are given b vector b1 I cap plus b2 j cap. So what you gonna do? You just wanna write the components along the column b1 b2. If this determinant is not equals to 0, we can say that it is linearly independent. If it is 0, we can say it is linearly dependent. Okay. And if you calculate this, you will get this answer to be correct. Vectors A and B are linearly independent, because this will give you 7. Okay. This will give you 4. Sorry. 3, 2, 1, 2. So this determinant will give you 4, which is not equals to 0, so linearly independent. Okay. Orthogonal. How to check orthogonality? Orthogonal means A dot B will be equals to 0. But here this will not be the case. So this is not the correct answer. Or they are not normalized also. Normalized means, if you consider normalized, means the modulus root over 3 square plus 2 square, which is not equals to 1. So they are not normalized. Similarly for B, this is not normalized. Okay, next question number 15. The equation of a surface of revolution is this. The unit normal to the surface at point A is. So basically the formula is grad phi upon modulus of grad phi. Okay, this is the formula of n cap. So if you have been given a surface like this is a phi, then if you consider some point here, then perpendicular to this is grad phi. Okay, if you divide it by its magnitude, it gives you the unit vector along this direction. So although it is not obvious from this given surface, what we can do, we can take a square on both sides. If you take the squares on both sides, you will end up getting the surface phi as 3x square plus 3y square minus z square equals to 0. So this will be your phi. And once you know phi, you can find out grad phi, modulus of grad phi, and you will get, and you can check it at this point, and you will end up getting the correct option. The correct option will be option B, root over 3 by 5 I cap minus 2 by root over 10 k cap. Next question, question number 10. The direction grad f for a scalar field f of this at the point P is. So this is a similar question. You can just take the derivative grad phi, how to find out grad phi, and you have to find out the direction, means you have to find out n cap as well at this point P112. So it can be done in a similar manner, and this will give you option B as the correct option. Question number 17. If A and B are constant vectors, then gradient of A dot B cross R is. How can you solve this particular problem? So as a hint, what I can give you, gradient of A dot B cross R. How you can A dot B cross C? It's a scalar triple product. So you can write divergence of R dot A cross B. This we can write from the property of scalar triple product. This is equals to del of A cross B dot R. Okay, so if A and B are constant vectors, then A cross B will also be a constant vector. Okay, and if some vector, let's say A, small a is a constant vector, if you take the dot product with R, it gives you A. Okay, gradient of A dot R, where A is a constant vector. So here you can see it is gradient of A cross B dot R. So this will be equals to A cross B. So option B will be the correct option. Question number 18. In spherical polar coordinate r theta phi, the unit vector theta cap at 10 pi by 4 pi by 2 is. So this is also a very good question. How can we do this? So I have just discussed one problem here. Okay, so we made this table. So the same table can be made for spherical polar coordinate as well. So once you made the table, you will get, let's say here, what we can write, phi cap we can write minus sine phi x cap plus cos phi y cap, and that is not there. So in this way, you can also form a table of spherical polar coordinate system as well. Okay, you can find the video on my YouTube channel also. Just check our YouTube channel, you will get the video how to convert them, and you will get the value of theta cap as cos theta cos phi I cap plus cos theta sin phi j cap minus sin theta k cap. And if you put the values of r, theta, and phi, you will get the correct answer. And you will get option D to be the correct answer. 1 by root 2 j cap minus k cap. Okay, I hope you will be able to do it. Question number 19. If a force F is derivable from a potential V of r, where r is the distance from the origin of the coordinate, it follows that. How can we solve this? So F can be written in this way, minus grad B of r. So curl of F क्या होगा? It is basically taking curl of gradient, and curl of gradient, you know, this is 0. So curl of F will be equals to 0. So option A will be the correct option. Last question. Consider a cylinder of height h and radius a, closed at both ends, centered at the origin. R equals to x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap be the position vector. N cap be a unit normal vector normal to the surface. The surface integration r dot n cap ds over the closed surface is. So this is a very simple problem. Closed integration r dot n cap ds. You can utilize, what you can utilize? You can utilize divergence theory. So divergence of r, okay, d tau. This will be divergence of r is 3 d tau, and the d tau integration over the whole volume pi r square h. So pi a square h. So 3 pi a square h will be the correct option. Option B will be the correct option. Okay. So we have discussed all of the problems, and the answer keys are also attached here, guys. So you can check it out. And in any case, in any particular problem, if you face any problem, confusion, you can let me know in the comment section. I will discuss that solution in great detail. So guys, let me tell you, there are some upcoming free classes. I'll be taking two special classes this week, April 10, April 7, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. And on today also we have taken one class, so you can also watch the offline recording. You can utilize our unlock code Physics Hub to unlock the class, and these are completely free. And about my plus classes, I take currently I'm taking two plus classes: detailed course on mathematical physics, a revision course on condensed matter physics and electronics. So the timing you can see from here. And these are some upcoming course: revision course on electromagnetic theory, revision course on nuclear and particle physics. A lot of benefits are there of taking an Academy Plus subscription, like daily live classes, partly test assignments with the detailed solutions, proper structured course, whole syllabus is covered, dedicated doubt clearing session, PDF, offline video recordings available, WhatsApp and Telegram group supports. So this kind of fee structures are available. You can choose any of the plan from 1 month to 24 months. Let's say if you are considering 6 month subscription, it is having the price 11250. But if you apply this social code Physics Hub PHISICXHUB, you will get 10% off on our fees. So join an academy today and enroll for the classes. Okay. So thank you very much guys for joining or watching this session, watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. So this is all for today. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.